Hello students, welcome to our class 9th, chapter number midpoint theorem and converse. So in this chapter we will discuss the three results, that is a midpoint theorem, conversion and equal interception theorem. So first of all I will tell you about the midpoint theorem. So what is a midpoint theorem? In a midpoint theorem, line segment means this is a triangle having three lines in a line segment joining the midpoint of any two sides of triangle. Means suppose that, see, there is a triangle ABC is a triangle in which D and E are a midpoint, and when we joining these 2 points, right, that is parallel to other side BC and is equal to half of it, means its result is DE is parallel to BC if line segment joining the midpoint from any two sides of a triangle is parallel to third side, means DE is come after joining the midpoints which is parallel to BC, and second one result is BC is equals to 2 times of DE. BC is equals to 2 times of DE, or you can say that DE is half of BC, and its conversion is, this is its conversion. In a conversion, the straight line drawn through a midpoint of one side, means if there is a triangle and if we have to draw from there a straight line, then it is parallel to the third side. So what is the conversion? Conversion is the straight line drawn through the midpoint of one side of triangles, means this is a triangle and this is a side. If we have draw from this side, then it is parallel to the another side, right? This is a conversion of midpoint theorem. Now you have to use these two concepts in a 12th A. Let us start the 12th A. So students, in a 12th A, see, first of all we will start with 12th A. Its first question, see, in a triangle ABC, means we have a triangle A, B and C, right? We have a triangle A, B, C, and M is a midpoint of AB, means M is a midpoint of AB and parallel to BC, cut AC at C, at N, means this is parallel to BC. Now parallel to BC is N, right? We have to draw a line which is parallel to BC and it cut AC at a point N, right? And find the length of AN. Now here we have to firstly find the length of AN, means what is AN? If and MN is also needs to be found, and we have a given BC is equals to 7 centimeter. BC is equals to 7 centimeter and AC is equals to 5 centimeter, right? Now see, I told you that if the two lines are parallel, right, midpoints line are parallel, if MN is parallel to BC, we write here, we know by midpoint theorem that if MN is parallel to BC and M and N is the midpoint of AB and AC, right? Now then BC is equals to, or you can say MN is equals to half of BC, right? Now what is a BC? BC is 7 centimeters. So 1 by 2 multiplied by 7, that is 3.6 centimeters your answer. And in the second part, what he said, he was saying find AN. Now AN is half of AC because AC is a full line. AC is half of AN because N is cut AC in a midpoint. N is a midpoint of AC. Now what is AC? AC is 5 centimeter. What is AC? Sorry, here AN is equals to half of AC. It means AN is half multiplied by 5, which is 2.5 centimeter is your answer. Is that clear? Now come on a fourth question. See students, in a fourth question, what is the statement of fourth question? The following figure show a trapezium ABCD. Now here is a trapezium A, B, C and D, and here is a PR meet BD. Now, what is the statement? See, in the figure trapezium ABCD, in which AB is parallel to DC. So, first of all, what is given? AB is parallel to DC. Now, if AB is parallel to DC and P is the midpoint of AD, P is a midpoint of AD, it means that what he said, PR is also parallel to AB. Now see, PR is also parallel to AB. Now see, first of all we take a triangle ABD, right? In a triangle ABD. Now see, in ABD, here P is the midpoint. Now, if P is the midpoint of AD, okay, if P is the midpoint of AD and PR is parallel to AB, it means AB is equals to, you can suppose this is O, that is 2 times of PQ. And again, in a triangle, first of all we take this triangle, after that you take this triangle. Now B, D, C, and here R is the midpoint, right? If R is the midpoint, then DC is also parallel to PR. This implies DC is 2 times of QR. So this is the first equation, this is the second equation. Now if we add first and 2, it means we get AB plus CD is equals to 2 times of PQ plus QR. Now here we have to prove that, see, O plus OR. See, half of this and half of this, it become a PR. That is 2 times of PR is equals to AB plus CD. Right, now take 2 on that side. 1 by 2 AB plus CD is equals to PR. Now come on the next question. Now see in the next question, question number 11, in a triangle ABC, see this is a triangle AB, A, B and C, right? ABC, P is the midpoint of BC, right? P is the midpoint of BC, a line through P first of all, see, this is a P is a midpoint, right? Now what he said, a line through P means from P and parallel to CA. Now where is the CA? CA is this side, and from P2 we have a draw a line parallel to CA, right? Meet AB at a point Q. This is the AB line. Meet on AB at a point Q, right? And a line through Q parallel to BC, that is in this side. Meet median AP at R, means meet here at R. AD is what? AD is a median. Prove that, her first proof is AP is equals to 2 times of AR, and second proof is BC is equals to 4 times of QR. Now see a solution. From a given figure we have a P is a midpoint of BC. From the given figure, what is given? That is P is the midpoint of BC. Now see, if P is the midpoint of BC, it means PQ is parallel to AC, right? And QR is parallel to BC. QR is parallel to BC and PQ is parallel to AC, right? Now here see what have, if Q is a midpoint of AB, right, and R is a midpoint of AP. See, Q is a midpoint of AB, means AP is equals to 2 times of AR, right? Here you have to write according to midpoint theorem, Q is the midpoint and P is the midpoint, and after that this is your result. Now second part is you have to prove that BC is equals to 4 times of QR. Now BC is equals to 4 times of QR. See second part, since in this first of all we have taken PQR triangle, in triangle PQR and ARS, and triangle ARS. Now see PQR and ARS, this angle and this angle, they both are equal because they are opposite angle. PQR is equals to ARS, that is of opposite angle. Now next one is PR is equals to AR, because it cut R is a point on a mid of AP, so we can write AR is equals to PR and PQ is equals to AC, right? From this both triangles are, PQ is equals to, this is the S point, PQ is equals to AS. Therefore triangle PQR is congruent to triangle ARS. If they are congruent, then QR is equals to RS, right? Now we know that BC is 2 times of, BC is equals to 2 times of QS by midpoint theorem. Now see, BC is equal to, you can write QS is 2 times of QR, that is 2 times of QR, which is equals to 4 of QR, which we have to prove this, okay? Now come on the next question. See question number 17. In the given figure, M is the midpoint of, see there is a figure A, B, C, and there is another figure M, N, wait, E, D, F. E, D and F. M and N is a midpoint, right? This is equal to this and this is equals to this. Now here is it is also passing through the midpoint like this, right? So what is said, in a given figure, M is the midpoint of AB. M is a midpoint of AB. Here is M, that is the midpoint of AB and DE, whereas M is a midpoint of BC and DF. N is a BC and DF, midpoint of both terms, both lines. Now show that we have to need proof here. EF is equals to AC. Now here, see students, first of all, we have M is a midpoint of AB and N is a midpoint of BC. First of all, we take a triangle AB, EDF, right? EDF. See, EDF. Now, EDF, M is a midpoint and N is a midpoint. Now, M is the midpoint of AB and N is the midpoint of BC, right? If they both are equal, then by midpoint theorem, MN is equals to half of EF. We put a number 1. Now, in a triangle ABC, same again, M is the midpoint of, here is EN, ED, and here is N is the midpoint of DF, right? Here M is the midpoint of AB and N is the midpoint of BC. It means MN is also the half of AC. Now see, from 1 and 2, what we get? If left hand sides are equal, then right hand side also be equal. So 1 by 2 of EF is equals to half of AC from 1 and 2. This is the number 2. Now this and this cancel. We have to prove this. EF is equals to AC, right? Now come on a second exercise. In a second exercise, we are going to concept equal intercept theorem. In equal intercept theorem, if a transversal, see this is the 3 lines, parallels, 3 parallel lines, and if one line is transversal, means one line cut these, it means this LM is equals to MN. Then we have to prove that if there is another line that is also be cut, that is also be transversal, it will also be divided into equal parts, means LM is equals to MN. Now see a first question here. In this exercise, use the following figure to prove that, see in this, there is a 3 parallel lines and here this one is a transversal line also be there. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? Now see, it's very easy. In this, first of all, we know that, see students, CD is equal to DE, right? Because this is cut on a midpoint and these both terms are equal. AB is equals to BC and EF is equals to FG. Now see question number 1. BC if AB is equals to 7.2. We have to find BC if AB is equals to 7.2. Now AB and BC both are equal. So AB is equals to BC is equals to 7.2. See, GE if EF is equals to 4 centimeter. Now see, where is the GE? This is whole is GE and we have a EF 4.2. So it means this is also be 4.2 because it cut from a midpoint. So we can write it as GE is 2 times of EF, which is 2 times of 4, which is 8 centimeter. Next two part you can do by yourself. Now come on a question number 5. In a triangle ABC, in a triangle A, B, C. Here A, B and C is a triangle in which D and E are a midpoint on a side of D and E are a midpoint, right? On a side of AB and BC respectively, and F is a point on a side of AC such that EF is parallel to AB. Now EF, see, EF is parallel to AB. First of all, it is given in, this is a question number 5, okay? EF is parallel to AB. First of all, it is given, if EF is parallel to AB, it means E is the midpoint of BC, okay? And if F is the midpoint, if F is the midpoint of AC, therefore here EF is, here see, EF is also parallel to BD. This is a D point. So EF is parallel to BD. It means EF is equals to BD. It means EF is also be equals to BD and D is the midpoint. D is the midpoint of AB. So here is the 3 conditions. EF is parallel to BD, EF is equals to BD and D is the midpoint of AB and BC is parallel to DF. It means BC is equals to DF, right? And E is the midpoint. See, if these 2 conditions are hold, what is that is EF is equals to BD and BE is equals to DF. This is the properties of parallelogram. So given triangle is a, given quadrilateral is a BEFD is a parallelogram. Now come on next question. It is the last question of this exercise 12.12b. Now adjacent sides of parallelogram are equal. See here, this is some parallelogram is given and adjacent sides of parallelogram are equal and one of diagonal is equals to any one of the sides. Suppose they have a diagonals, this is a x and this is a y. Now if this whole term is a y, A, B, C, D is a parallelogram. If this is a y, then this whole term is a y, then half of is y by 2, x by 2, x by 2. And he said that the length of one diagonal is equals to length of the side. Let us suppose that length of diagonal is y. Length of diagonal is y. It means BC is also be a y. Let us suppose this side is also be a y. Now in this triangle in OBC, OB square plus OC square is equals to BC square. Now see, what is OB? OB is x by 2. X by 2 square plus y by 2 square is equals to y, which is x square by 4 is y square minus y square by 4, which is 3y square by 4 and x square by 4. This 4 and 4 should be cancelled. Now x square over y square is equal to 3 over 1 and x over y is equals to under root 3 over 1. So this is, we have to prove that, show that its diagonals are in a ratio. So diagonal are x and y both are a diagonals, because first of all I tell you na ki length of the diagonals are x and y. So they both are in a ratio, that is ratio is 3 ratio under root 3 ratio 1. Okay, if there is any doubt regarding to this chapter, come give it in a comment section. Okay, and solve full chapter on your notebooks, right? Thank you and have a nice day.